picture.
Sure.
You just tell me the bigger story. Does that sound good?
Yes, so...
How you doing so far?
Brilliant. Julie died on people's fucking Instagram. What's wrong with you? Does your girlfriend know that?
Okay, Gordon, first things first. Do you remember this meeting of the minds courtside at the Lakers game? You, David Beckham, and Kobe Bryant.
I got absolutely fucked up.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Being chased out left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Raise up. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
First down. Here's Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Pete. Hurry! Pistol.
Mayfield looks to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
Hurry, hurry! Hey, alert 33.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
24 is the mic. Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Hurry, hurry! Real.
24 is the mic. I'm here all day.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Back to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We're scoreless after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throw there, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
On 2. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Let's get off the field.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Mixon trucks over it and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
On 1, ready?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 3rd and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 24. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DJ Reader forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise. To be kind, they accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
Let's get set. 180, 11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. Good footwork at the 30. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Joe Mixon. A little juke. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
11, 11.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
2nd and 2.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
This is Gibson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Mixon with first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Burrow's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
11 MT. 12.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready? Nice up. 11.
Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends, and what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel, right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
and the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.